Is the chairman of this Federal Reserve on the brink of pulling back maybe a little bit prematurely?
We'll see. John, my view, and I put it in a Bloomberg Opinion article, is they should have done 50 and then stop. And why? Because this is a really good time to get the rate hikes out of the way. It seems that I'm less optimistic than Rick is about inflation. And that's because of what he said about services and what Mike said about services. Services are booming. So we're getting the goods disinflation, which is going to stop at some stage. Prices can't go down forever. That's going to stop. We have services inflation where the balance of risk is on the upside, and these are less sensitive to the interest rate tool. So when I look at that, I worry a little bit that we may be too optimistic about the path for future inflation, and therefore I would have corrected the understanding of the market.
We've just had a stellar run of gains year to date, and we're only a month and a week into this. You wrote this morning, when markets are this hot, should you jump in? Mohamed, should you jump in?
So I looked at the arguments on both sides and concluded very much consistent with what Rick just said. If you're going to jump in much more selectively. At the beginning of the year, it was incredibly attractive, particularly fixed income, incredibly attractive. But we've come a long way. And now, as Rick correctly said, it's about greater selectivity. There are still opportunities out there, but they're not as generalized as they were a few weeks ago.